Question 9. We're asked to write 280 as a product of prime factors. So we should remember that product means times. Prime numbers are numbers that are only divisible by 1 and itself. So numbers like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19 and so on. So we're going to start with 280 at the top. I'm going to use a factor tree. I'm going to think of two numbers that multiply to give me the number above. So because it ends in a 0, I'm going to divide through by 10. So I know that 10 times 28 makes 280. I'm then going to break down these numbers again. So for 10 I could write 2 and 5 because 2 times 5 makes 10. And for 28 I could write 7 times 4 because 7 4s are 28 as well. Now I can see that 2, 3 and 5, or 2, 5 and 7, I've got some prime numbers, so I'm going to circle those. 4 isn't prime, so I'm going to break that down again into 2 times 2, and now these are prime. They won't go any further, so I'll circle those. This won't be enough to give you any marks yet. We need to write it as a product. Product means times, so that means that 280 should equal, if I've done this right, 2 times 2 times 7 times 5 times 2. When we write this out, write it in order from smallest to biggest, because that way we can then write it as 2 cubed times 5 times 7. Okay, just check this on your calculator, pop it back into the calculator, so 2 cubed times 5 times 7. If it doesn't make 280, then you've done it wrong. That's what it was in the question. So I'm going to write that as my final answer. So let's have a look at the mark scheme. Here we are, number 9. So it says, to get the first mark, you need to write a product. So if you wrote 2 and 140, so they would multiply to make 280, which is what we want, you get a mark. If you wrote 5 and 56, again, they would multiply to make 280, so you get the mark. As you can see, doing the tree on its own won't give you any marks. You have to actually write out 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 times 7 to get 2 marks. Or, like I've done, 2 cubed times 5 times 7 is equivalent. That's what the OE means, or equivalent. So 2 cubed times 5 times 7 would also give you 2 marks.